mahali mko, usiweke wanafunzi nyumbani, sababu hao wanafunzi wanafaa kukuja kwa shule wapate masomo ili ikuje kuwasaidia.
Kumbuka, wanatoa mafunzo ya moja kwa moja, yani practical lessons, ambapo wanapatana vyumba kwa wanagenzi ili kuendeleza masomo yao. Pia wako na transportation na vyumba vya malazi kwa wanafunzi, na wako na scholarships kwa wanafunzi ambao wako na mahitaji ya kipekee.
We offer about academic only. We also instill discipline into them so that they can know how they can live life while outside school, and also spiritually we uplift them. Also, while they are in school, we not only offer that is theory, we also offer them practical where they go for clinical rotation and attachments.
Mitihani yao wanaifanya na NITA pamoja na TVET CDSC. Usajili unaendelea. Wapigie simu kwa nambari 0718570605 au 0718171944 au watembelee kwa mitandao ya kijamii, email careling.institute@gmail.com, Facebook Careling College of Medical Science and Technology Training.
Tunawakaribisha nyinyi nyote mkuje katika shule yetu ya Careling College of Medical Science and Technology Training.
Careling College of Medical Science and Technology Training. Healthy education is the key to life.
Karibu Harken Academy Kisii, shule ya kisasa ya bweni na kutwa kwa wavulana na wasichana inayopeana masomo ya CBC kuanzia preschool, primary na junior secondary. Iko na mazingira matulivu, walimu waliohitimu na wa kutosha, maktaba ya kisasa, mahabara ya kompyuta na sayansi, madarasa na mabweni ya kisasa, mahali pa wanafunzi kujifurahisha, na pia wanakuza talanta na kutia fora katika michezo mbalimbali. Vile vile wana usafiri wa kutosha. Kupata nafasi ya mwanao, watembelee Riatwenya, kilomita 2 kutoka mji wa Kisii, barabara ya Kisii Marani, au piga simu nambari 0755331318. Harken Academy, the future is here.
Etaya TV, Oborabu Wagusi.
Ne nobwate ebyasara gusemega uraganie tukubikirira itangazo ebene sukuru, eduka, inyagitari, inyangi gose amatanga vono na bugutwakira esimi ase namba inoti sana ibere isato isano isato 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 inoti kumanya mange mono na buigona bugu tutarira asensemo ya Nyamataro Etaya House mwese twabariganirie.
Kenyan young people have what it takes.
Hii sio timu ile mchezo ya sarakasi.
Our healthcare system will now.
Wakaji wa sehemu hii namange agokorekana butuko namo baso kolinde ningokora gusego kwana kiriki harari lili nanaseki ili kunyora machiwa yonsi asoime nabo yigo chinkwana chiyemo asemo nabarai nabamanyi ao ligeli roboti rwa Jumatano era Jumatano chinsa ibere na inye cha mogoroba amona Joseph Mose jamanye asoboime.
kero okobarora nabo tamanye ekibagwetera korende na mange akwene kigwa asomugima bwabo
konyotinda amanya bono gutumeke mashini eyo buya ngasoka ndichi nyama kaiga ebichanchabe amauga gotonya guchinsiga iga.
I did not even want to even look at myself ninkeanga, but you know I had to comfort myself.
Abande nigo bakonyora makongwaya korwa sabasani amate nonye nabairi
uyu struggle nganya na gwatira okoboko ganaga
okoboko kwae
koboko ngolero my wife onkuranga na atikiririso gaki na atikiririso tari kukwana nati
kwenda kule akapata mama amekatwa kichwa, kulikuwa tu damu kila mahali, hata ugali yenye alikuwa amepika haikuwa imetolewa kwa moto, ilikuwa tu damu, mboga yote ilikuwa ni damu.
Eriyo gukomanya chinga tare chiabo chobogima na irire ribagari ya neri ya bene kubatarira ntuke eriyo nkomanye aria baeteire nari bagendrete gwetera kumerana na inche Ruth Aluda imeyeta ya TV kera ritukoria la misi marogoba gochakira enseyemo nkomanye asobwagare na yaeteire kwa yaeteire oyaeteire.
Etaya TV Oborabu Bwagusii.
Buya kimono mwanchu rirande andonsi ya soverete nande ni mambingi ya karoja ni jideke kumina isana sinsevire chabono mambia ekaro mwe ni tekira studio niko kumokwanda Zachary kara ikire onduso karo Nyamatari kara ikire as studio niko akurikiru kyobo chumba sebunge ya Bomachoge Chache kolende yeye ameniambia kwamba already kiruye na kebwate information yoke ganyire na kubate credit IPC karo chinga chiraike igonta chukwana mangana mange sana the state of the nation asimambia ritukolero mangana economics mangana education mangana finance mangana politics. So generally today we will focus as mangana mange asimambi yeditko dialero igono kuboli na over-9 kudubono mpaka omwelio kigima asimambi yeditko eliga ujumbe yao ikuje na utulivu na upole ilinde odibodi roga ni kumoboli tuchukumoboli ine ngondo cha kurukurwa sikia makerigia Jubilee. Are they ready? Are they ready for from us kero kidi gains mpaka ochevine kero kidi gains mpaka igoro bali ready ainda jiko babori asemambi yeli tuko dialero iko kabena into mpaka mwele Sara amesonga kidogo ameniambia kwamba ni chape interview ama discussion. Frank Mayungura asinzema kamera Joshua Utangura asinzema ya transmission onsi bon twacha kire morobiri kabena into mpaka mwele 0735 333 ndo namba ya studio waigo etati Facebook etati YouTube na otore asimambi. Mheshimiwa karibu sana studio.
Asante sana.
Bwakire.
Asante.
Na Bomachoge Chache. Sina ntakare brango tuwe.
Bomachoge bwakire. Nse kamogetere bia. Nembra na veroro. Yaba Bomachoge na bantu wate bishevinge.
Yeah.
Na gusiengima. Yeah.
Yo sando jino le neliru Maria oga ukigima. Na neliru na dimokaro to Maria raundi neliru modoma.
Neliru mana lili getio jombe. Ande kairani.
Ande kairani.
Wana.
Ke gongolo ya to meti.
Ya chete mis.
Ikalia misoga ikeba but you know no this time now neliru mamotoma.
Neliru matogotoma. And we are sure we can ikio jombe. And lira ni bia.
Pia sana asokonyora libaga goja studio mwatakire kwa babere na Nyanusi Mwenga. Ode Nyanusi Mwenga nyawa engagement ya Sunday wana rinde ntogotika interview tokonya ndelia angi kande ase Mheshimiwa Nyanusi. Mheshimiwa karibu sana akwa ni mwanchumulio turigirite asemambia boniga na ndo matena sasa tumeanza kuongea.
Asante sana Brighton. Yeah. Tia ngake ngambi ya mana sengenjio libaga mwangaire goja TV ya Etaya.
Yeah.
Oborabu Bwagusii. Elinde kwani abantu baminto Bwagusii.
Yeah.
Abale Gusii yeito na abale siko ya Gusii. Na abale siko ya Kenya se diaspora nga mwanyagetinge bwa kire mbuyamole. ninyegene tenga abantu baito bonse mbabo kabuya nonya mangana ramange nyasaye nomuya kona kutoigolirare.
Buya sana bono Bomachoge gatutura kwana Bomachoge Chache mbiyere ngo gatutu be kabra kin mbiyere sofa ase merobeliende mobega talia kwena kina kurigiore kerogo ne bintu binda kinde mheshimiwa because you are academician educationist iskuru chegwerwe chaje gete koigoro kuru yesterday nabora kwane na kiology school na chaje gete koigorwa because you are one of the pioneers ya samana education kiology so far because it's second term now.
And no, so far so good. Abaiboli babekira abana chinchera.
Yes.
Kurugoro kurumwisonde n'abatoroja abana bakona kuba ikiri chinchera. Bakona kurigiye byombo bya usafiri gusenchera weka gisukuru. Abaiboli bande ba report gisukuru nomba kembara report. Lakini nendo kuyaga inkoro. Mnanywe abaiboli bagukwana okuyaga inkoro sana. Asense moyebe sakwirania abana back to school. Wataka bwabira abanene. Okuyaga okunaenda bana se gukaro kona nembo Bomachoge. Abaiboli ba Bomachoge nanyorete igoro nabo getenganyara abaiboli ange komigite kyane. Bagontenga basiru kwirania abana gisukuru. Ngana one basari mbara ewa. Eba kagerete nganko egubale. Elinde bayirania abana gisukuru.
Constituency.
Constituency. Yono ebasari ya constituency ne mineta Bomachoge wikiraiga. Babwata maswali bakubolia bakumetinga bagocha koewa ekara abana baseri ko gisukuru gendiriye gocha korwa. Andende bakumetinga chi constituency chinenga chikorusia basari chikorwa Bomachoge eretanya kole ebasari. Aina arabana babwata babuli ba Bomachoge nabo karakinira abana baito general kwenda bali sukuru. Bakona ko report nanto stebya bali baito ni gisukuru cheito chibe chinto eraru abana bagoje sukuru nande mbange yako babengerera kegima para ise ko chi stress asomochi sabaiboli so bakwana na baiboli kabakoreta abana babatebinga ngakibaba bareta nande birengerera kibabwate especially asamangana yo wakane fees na bintu binde biri bitagera gisukuru
watebire buna mbachi tabu bakonyora gita kyao ichumba kikwa baita wadadina bakanya mpaka 2027
ojumbe kumanyete ekara abantu bamino bacha kukwani nande bakoletera amarerabo igongamba bwata kosemelinga na bora bakonye bono kerieke okonyora obwate nabo komo okobe yondo kwabe yonde kwamategenda ndi sukuru nande bale mabakwana nabali banyene gisukuru chi principal goeta babaresa nga ke situation yere ende baganya matuko babaise kutiga abananka bana barase konyoru naenda samasomo so noko ba hope tu nako bakonya nande nabatetinge basari ino necheche ndosembere tinge basari ino ncherere igana Bomachoge mpakanyete basari abaiboli ba Bomachoge mpakanyete basari
omushime kero watebire ko Bomachoge na economy nenko mwasinini to blame because abire wadena kuna pesa apa bibrotare banga ose serikali nero na mangana education tiranya beka tu the mosingi takere and then why should we cry tinga kina bintu mbiribu ya sama soma ya ngoferet on your view issue
economy gosiche obatene ngubo ya Kenya no konyora kwa Kenya kwa beiro kobe mono asamandamika wa Kenya babwate batagete serikali erigerere mono no korosi uchumi ebengia elinde kero monto amenyo bogimo bwake mwanya bantu bolito koroka decent living ekero serikali etabo atiemero bili metambe yokoligeri ngakia korosi uchumi amatokeo gako bamabe emechigoeta iyo konyora abana bakolite bakagisukuru batabwati none chigasi bamenyete bose abachandegete lakini kero uchumi yarosiri ense kero uchumi yae endagera baketo kemesa abantu bakabeso kechianga abantu bakabanyora se bakomenya abantu bakabanyare kwenda nyagitari abana wikabanyare kwenda gisukuru na endage yani obogima generally bokoba obogima bore decent lakini aba Kenya bange bariringa obogima bamenyete eborense aba Kenya bamenyete bakonyora nse ya dollar asokonyora kwabo ebagendete komente kana asense ya Kenya na abantu bali bagendete gwete nenki mono babwate ebintu bakabatamanyiti asibire ebaraba kemono a very small percentage etabe it cannot even be 1% of this country it in fact 0.000 1 percentage get enkesana so you can see how Kenyans are poor abantu abange bamenyete batabwatira ne siringe muko survey nere yakoretu last year batagete komanya nga muntu kyo bwate ase account yaye kibesa kire 500,000 or above. Actually it was less than 1% of the Kenyan population. Abantu bale bwate kibesa kirabe 500,000 account yoraba ora komnyoka Kenya tobanyora. So even banks are experiencing hardship. Eko era abantu bago save chibesa se bank naba kemono. Na abantu bako begenda gere meso bale naba kemono. So uchumi ya Kenya negento gatakere kuligere very seriously. And that has not happened. Yani serikali teraika seko ekolenda chibesa chiae erigeri okonyora etige siasa etige komunyoka no gwaka amariogi. Yani karanse o plan byanga kinga kitoko tokora uchumi itegenderera. Lakini kara ayale abakenya nabantu bale very hard working. Ekara ayale Kenya nebwate a very high potential yo gukina. Lakini bono oyo go tap this potential muna bono sense moya bakolie gasi. Kenya is one of the richest countries in terms of human resource. Yani abantu baro babwate kisemi batabarete okolegas babwate chinguru lakini ase bawa apply skill chaba kitaiyo. So if the Kenyan economy can be expanded abantu baitu banyora se bagosoa ba practice their skills ango Kenya achira satambe
na bibuli barambare baringe prepared ne ibintu bikubya kongetake anaki bakorera aseka mangana magasite katoro nyagoligeli umwishimiwa katutu kurukura mangana education because you are academician ento arabna abana mbamaite kusoma murobere CPE obwate majani no twasoma gasite arina olekere competence based education bada abana bare badamaiti basoma gesongo abane sab omote 1+1 11 yawote. What's happening in the education sector?
Omanyete CPE ne program ingia sana serikali yaro etauti etakere gonjole liense ekero program ne yenye gocha ne bwato objectives chae lakini rende egento kere most important how prepared are we as a country to implement the program. Yani ngakitole tayarangana koyekerania ntu yariganiti koyekerania a program eye one essence mo okorigerio koronge liatagete agentorga training adequate training ya abantu bale bachiko implement abantu bawo implement e curriculum n'abarimu abarimu training yatakera okora korunse pia ali asabana tokoroka ngachekecha del to agarukire nursery pake university training should have happened. In a program yatakete take a long time to train abantu bale bachiko implement na ende ba change attitude yaba the trained people babe ready ko accept ba appreciate ba implement with a passion pamanye gento bagokora at the same time parents needed to be sensitized ana bayigolimba atakere batebu nke program yenga kire ngesemo yawo nereri ngakibago chikweru banyetumia na serikali nero byatakeire emanye ngakibesa chiko chikutumeka se program ye ngaichirarwe elinde program ye manye goikerana so ono ekere program ye tabwa teaching se meji chance boronge training not adequate, the economy is not good enough to sustain the program or the implementation of this program. Yani uchumi telingia serikali iranyala go spare chibesa nga chijine cha masomo boronge na one chibesa chikobe kwa se budget gocha se mangane chisemi na ndengo sirachire gatia we have seen scandals to already muna chibesa chiko siragatia a budget yebegera nga 60% of the budget goes to education lakini ande kwa manya ko nga chibesa njiri cha chete chisukuru chitamanyiri abantu mbale basabagati chibesa chiko ikanande chisukuru ande ko nga chi principal njiri cha salary chibesa so the money chibesa chiko spared for this noble cause a noble cause yogo prepare abantu baito for their future babe yaba to are skills what are education knowledge chibese chinaende anyandri chiko tumeka buya munete kero chitumeke ango nabo chiko kolega asiendonge lakini gatia amechando nko beroro so CBE etagete abarimu bare trained buronge bare prepared attitude wise in terms of attitude yani birangere byabo byanje tengegento bakora negentekia abarimu abagara ba training ne chibasa chitoke chisaine chiko kore bintu abarimu batata kore bintu yanyarekana ensema yabo buri nero ababuri babatebunga na baro bateki responsibility Bono muna bone program bono mai tuachire gentu kwa digital learning.
Yes.
CPE etegere essential bona stwekire generation here abona iga everybody should everything has gone digital.
Yeah.
In fact every family every home etakire ngango tubwate wifi no wete etobwate bintu bina chi laptop mechiweta chisimiechi na bundles ji wifi renda abantu bago mwebuli abo chaigo so mwana oli ligo bata osoma bweka bono igati yango tebinga konyora nonye wifi ne it's expensive kugora nonye bundles ase simio monto akoreka research iga it's expensive but you know echisemi chingia ne chiko involve research unabona CBA ere learner based it's learner centered etageto mwana gwekanya aligerie bintu byeka discover bana nyana ni moyo tabwati none simi nona kamulika mwisingayo ngayo mwana gochiko ikaranza wasenga inkenkiago chikobata na atakobata otabyo moyo mbekere bundles chemi nande chiasira go chembe igora etaeka that is just but one example of how enjera serikali takire kworo bye bintu to enable bintu na research abana bekora research homeworks abali mbaru homeworks freely ango chiskuru chons pibone chibekere free wifi ango chisenta cha ICT njibekira sabana bakora research that research yebitabo yokabona it should not be book based it should also be digitalized asa abantu bakora research CB na betageteigo so preparation korunse trava adequate that is why you are seeing literacy is a problem literacy is a problem reading children can't read you know they are not well prepared.
Abana baba very wasted is there anything that we can change into change murayiro into change because kala wantu atabona bana babere asa bana bari batano inje mayunga na Sara na Joshua na nije bia kama ite sawa
kentonke ma ite impossible asa mangana wasoma kentonke okere impossible chisemi chigenderete chisemi ma ite muntu tayo paka kara wa kule na liyo chisemi chiko so learning is just a process that is it's just continual na vile liyo kaigo so te ntoko te banga we have lost hope no change policies are there no change how we implement these policies the policies are there, they are good, but ngakito implement that is what is important no change it means change of attitude abantu once you change attitude the way they are colleagues yabo those who are officers, education officials, the teachers who implement this program officials and in the ministry and the teachers in classrooms now we implement a program here abaiboli na baraba support ya wana kuruka in their requirements so bintu biri patagete abaiboli batu kamba bwata okonyora na ande mbabwate chinsa yani abaiboli wa prepared economically bakonyara konyora ba support ya wana wao abaiboli wa prepared emotionally yani batabwate stress so that ko mwana gocha umwe na re prepared nonyo rule gasi na re prepared gotegere gento mwana mate ma to koriyo ko Brighton na bokwabera ko kongo paka no mwe boli akorro mwana morora sometimes mwana akumochanda
morora no
mosigo nga otagusuke gochaba kole bintu byao so but in a situation where there is a good environment decent living as abantu yani ma etekera to korigeri umuntu nande emotionally na takere naro akonywe eka kori kwae tari under duress ari under a lot of stress paka kago ikaka ya goyete manyete abakenya kori bale enibo betari korrekana paka kago ikaka no romance yas no nabantu bae basabana no love ya bora gocha sa abana bae simply because of the stress kuras chigasi umuntu akaba stressed kerara yasale ngase gasi kwa manyara no ninchiroka gweta ne stress by the time wika nyomba ogoyete transport means is a problem and everywhere is a problem so Kenyans actually when we rate the happiness the happiness of the nation so we see Kenyans ranking very low because they lack happiness bawa tiomolembe ase mioyo yabo so ebintu ne binge bitakeire piko chikuchangia asa masomo ya bana like emotional balance aso moiboli economic you know economic ability okonyora kumwibuli nebintu bike ntorigeria mangane chibesa chioka lakini torigeria ngabaibuli how are they supposed to be prepared so kero bintu stress yaketa sabante special so okonyora uchumi erengia kero monta akonyora atari gochandika mono lakini abwate means okonyora na bako ba prepared gokonya no mwana mwaki na como provide with all the necessary materials atari koranga ntarabeke ndagere mesa tigagonsa bachi bundles are you seeing ntarako gora no uniform tigagonsa besi because you know there is that hierarchy of the order, the priorities that how we make our priorities. There are things so basic that I mean, the very basic. Otakira mono, kochakira, omanya kogende bintu bindi. So kero monta ko sabe simi, none ndagere talia mesa, none ekoro to mwana tabwati, na beko bega sienko.
Omeshima to pata mbake Minister of Education because the Torua samana education to we have the Minister of Education. So people are wondering when the minister ingia kora karabana akonywa sara biganero maite sabu kubwa bonstora what does the ministry ingia kora ikoroje toma gwebolende na nabarai batara imokenera ikoro bakwande ngane because into kasete etu aligiro sabara tu aradi what next the ministry neroro serikali neroro yes
amanyete mangane giseme tali gento gyo kobetereria giseme ne gento kore kiororo getagete consultation
okay
wasabana noko bwatera namna bono kero tole kanisa to gobetereri bantu ba understand ibungo wasabana okuba somi buya oba prepare buya onyene lesson discussion obala o participate banyole mbabwate reference materials ba qualify basome nyene encyclopedia basomire baligere bamanyire ngaki ngakigente go chambu bono ngakiora abetereri giseme no betereri giseme nga bono ntageta abana basome it's not possible. So again, to get a consultation amongst the stakeholders. Stakeholders, to what they are now Bible. Those are two important stakeholders. To what a serikali was a ministry. A year to get a water and now Bible, a water and an for to improve education. We have policies formulated by the Ministry of Education. They are supposed to be followed. Karamachika yakobwatiwa. Abarimu babe motivated, abana babe motivated, abayuri babe motivated. Who is going to do this? It's all of us who must do it. But you know the government now takes a key role. Nere tanga ine koranga ki na kiego facilitate provide environment ingia. Schools are supposed to be learner friendly. School etagete etu aromarembe na andebe ingia asa abana bagosoma. Which means ntotagete ebitie bia, ntotagete birasi bia. Tutagete bintu biribita kera sabana bakobera buya bagochiesera ande bayigumbu yabale omwarimu ner natagete environment ye mo very friendly are you seeing natagete atu aromarembe akara ko sawo kore gasi yaye omorembe oyo gochaka nga agwaka no kwaye ngakikore oroje e payslip yaye ngakiere ngaki omwere mwarache a concentrate se class ekere payslip yae rated gose chua tire biranya left right center ngotebi wale gose now sing levy ngotebi wale gose ne jisha program na bwate chilon chieta neti atad ile threshold ya atad eli monto mwanya banta tagere go saba ibelon na andre abe rated baka ya chire below atad omonto yo na nabwata madeni na ndenko gendaleka natakere kuri sadaka natakere kuri chibesa matanga natakere koiranga na nyagitari okwere nyanya gitari mario gateye nyagitari litukori mago was spend nyagitari abana bakachandegete so it's a complexity taligento kere rais it's a complex situation one yo yani bintu byochoga ine paka mwanya bantu okori byo mara mpaka kora okobora so abayo bali mu abambatagete peace so for schools to be learner friendly the teachers must be prepared emotionally and psychologically babe ready abana babe prepared babe ready abayuri babe ready so it's a complex situation. It's not a thing you are going to force people nga wana wikama mumanya kwasoma at this class wana babetereri ngakyoko babetereri so in other words there is deep consultation yani oko gambo kuyano kubwatera no kuyasebirangarere gotakeire from the government but you know the government takes a key role because leadership ne atocholete eko guide this country. We cannot lead this country from the bottom. We are led from the top. So policies and formulation of policies and implementation of policies will start from the top. That is why the buck stops with the head of state. Nero takera koras korugoro. Anye korugoro motu eta gotango motu salekire. gosomo tu ugundi rimwe naye kabangenso no mutwe ko chaka ko wonda korwa go chike minje ngatigala it will rot equal, isn't it? So if the process is not purified from the top, then the bottom it will be so difficult to purify at the bottom.
Abige sana tuendelea kwa na mheshimiwa Zachary Nduso ni gakurikiro kya Bomachoge Chache karoto kwa na igoro ya mangana alengete institute ya Kenya, the state of the nation. Kolinda alia sumta ndo durige na mata Omogusii factor in 2027 election ku katororo tujikora na ninkyo Omogusii share kya bata chikura chigo cha 2027 mheshimiwa karoto arura kwa semangana education kya naro alengo musingi rero banakosobara school to ko ndia maya IBC yesterday jegeti umurobirori mass registration ya chageti tinyo yomo lakini narora teneri chairman ya ekyombe kya IBC narora narali na umurobirori chikogenda se chi Huduma Centers nigateba na umurobirori chikogenda se Huduma Centers akaruka kuna ECFL no chikoendera conditions for the registration exercise ni chikoendera se chi Huduma Centers. What can you say about registration ya koratwe chinze abantu akyo sofanga aki namba jikorore namba yo because already have around 1.8 million people mbabe registered, almost 1.8 million people.
No, it was a good exercising we are satisfied to our chimna kego korwa. We are satisfied. Na ende toko wale serikali was IBC in this case because IBC is supposed to be independent. Injira ko coordinate programs chae implement itakere kama independent. Igoto kwa kira IBC ngambia mana senge njibare ngereti gente.
Yes.
Because to anyolire kwase to achieve a step getting towards registering more voters. A population ya voters itakere koba enene sana. Ndotageti konyora mu Kenya ogotibusiko because this is a right. Obo vote ni right ya kero mondo. Obo choro murai ni right ya kero mondo. So ba make sure nge program yengo ikirira abantu. Lakini ndo motinyo yomo to me nale ko wala IBC no keire. Bale ko beka no metinyo ebere ere consecutive abantu ba.
Ko ba beke ebere consecutive.
Bamente bale komenta no motinyo ndo na ende to juni twekere na ndo bamento yomo tolenga a target ya better identified
2.5
engo ikerwere. So before we reach that target tutaranyekera angombale gosieka because now
ikotange bagendere bitwe bibike binakonye bide because konye no eno gwetano ne street ya link konye rode babeta agaketu gali ikokorenga na you feel
that was very
tanga no bagendere
that was very good
because so far ate ababuna nigate na Huduma Centers, IB's Custom Experience Center at University Towers na IPC constituency services nene abachikopeke ko cheke nene abantu bari ko taramba constituency services exactly ko tirimbo kabosonga na bakonyora nake akane gituke bekira na register usina check bono igukorengana naye tanga mpa extend
bare we extend number one there's a good fraction of abantu baitu batamanyete no na IBC office ngayera ramu bolinga ki bosonga linga ya IBC office here Bomachoge nga IBC office abange that is not a crime that is the ignorance batamanyeti IBC office ngayera so when you tell them ngatire mboke na magoro aru mnabona seito galia omonto kale mochoro moino kero ko motebe ngatire mboke na magoro pakogemba chiko register
no constituency no constituency nda
IBC ero gembo omonto naro kale mochorwa oroje
garu mochorwa mpako gembo
omonto aru mochorwa atige kenyenya ego era kenyenya na banyeroche narocha IBC service kenyenya aru mochorwa gosemesa bakwa atirimbo aite kenyenya aite sengera acho gembo acha ko register ekadi eyo kabantu bali batandastande tinga ki value ekadi enere so go sacrifice amangana oino yomo babere batatu abantu 100 abantu 200 abantu 500 abantu 2000 wacha kogenda to constituency office ko register na sometimes na beko begazi na abantu abako register bange na abana babake bako school they don't even have an income they have no jobs to do they have nothing no necessarily ngibana ko romo huko they are even disillusioned yani ba kumetinga kinsekia tamenya oh no ekaro matebe ngachi ko register office na baitanya ale kana tainyora genteke na endo nyore ngantu bata abantu bandi batarambota batabwati ko manya ko nene probably bamenyete ekanyanga ime komanya kwabo korogoke one radio atabata kunyako tegerera vyombo vya habari tabwati chimeye na ndo komanya kwa yengo ikeretia uma tokora okora komanya kwa monta se ikerete na go ikerete. So I was saying this, IEBC netakire make services chibe accessible, yani chikera abantu bachikera muno koriyo ko babona wonjoka naiga ukonokuya enamba ya kabere. We cannot talk about registration. We sent over one registration. A requirement ya registration ire kebande.
Yeah, yes.
A process ye kebande in Kenya sometimes ere nkongu sana. Mnabono ntumete katiga iga tokonyora muntu ko chako register kebande ye sei toga iga. Kero muntu ko chako register kebande wikakwa ne kigusi. Tokonyora mu Rwanda ukwana kigusi rais. Nande ntubwate bono nkyuga na kupingiro muntu mono kaleta dirube ke ibande bitakere ko there and then. In fact ibande bitakere ko there and then
go bring to immediate
there and then you have a transmitted which Nairobi information you have a transmitted in Nairobi ki umuntu ya register beke record yae talinge ibande bigenda bichukuru Nairobi. They are supposed to be printed there, and then machines can be made. Every center should have a machine where we can do it there and then.
Waigire miaka 18
waigire miaka 18 ekebande ngeke omo chief whatever.
Yeah, that's it by the way.
Yeah, because we know our children.
Ekero you have been indebted with the chief.
Yes. And we know our children. Abana mwana onyalebe na roy. Mwana onyalebe na roy. Omuntu acha Rwanda acha kobwatire ekebande gai. Why are they making a mystery? Why is an ID a mystery in Kenya? Because we know ourselves. So the officers have a means of verifying. Another thing, everybody ebitakere koba mandatory kurwe sukuru. In fact, they should everybody ebitakere koba kurwe sukuru. Muno sukuru muno mwana we 18 iga ekebande kyake very processed. Yeah, so that as you graduate, akonyore certificate, you're also getting your ID. Yes, because what's so mysterious about an ID? So that if this ID is a mandatory document, then everybody should get this document with ease.
Because when you
are already 18. Yes, because no man everybody knows you. So why do you become something, a mystery? 18 years.
Because already even there's data ya birth certificate in the system.
It's known in the system. In fact, no na karo kwa iboiro kebande ya weta kecha kwa kecha kwa process. Na death certificate ya kecha kwa process. In case you die, no kwa tewa ngoyo kule oyo ikire miaka eli ya. Mwere gentukia. So it should not be a mystery.
Jiko tigwa. Date of issue.
Yes, date of issue. Kaya kwa toge to okabyali Kenya. So you become a citizen automatically.
Yeah, that's true.
So our statistics, demographic statistics, should be so clear to everybody. So like when we take census, we take census as if Kenya. Census should be known. Immigrants are known. Those who have come from outside are supposed to be known. Kenya. It's supposed to be known. The data is there. So it shouldn't become a mystery.
Lakini tena ndio kwa naigo mheshimiwa usikwenda huduma center ali kwa vipande vya bantu vile vingi sana.
Yes. The government. It's the government because the process is a bit complicated. You go there, wabe kwe bitole tulikomanya neke bande karukia bete nekero geta bete. Ekarabage processing of processed. They are supposed to know who they are processed for. So they are supposed to send it to you. That is why I was saying it's not supposed to be a process in Nairobi. You are supposed to get your ID there and then. And got the backlog area office area and go tell you. Yes, a machine. These machines are supposed to be simple machines. And the data is related to the central system. Yes. Okay, wana tiganko boli. Kwa nyagitari ga general. Kwa ruari. Ase data is supposed to be related to the central system. Again, the Minister of Health. Abantu tu ruari malaria this year about 2 million. What is the problem with that? Because it's supposed to be centralized. So every office we are now digital. How do we?
Mheshimiwa, you mean that ina diko kwa interim eri okuganya? Ewe kebande kya wera.
Ewe kebande nsali because yo chief watebire. Wase kaerwe sukuru. Waikire form 4 waikire 18 years. Kaerwe sukuru ugali. So that when you leave school, because every secondary education is now basic. Eta kirenga ki everybody must go up to form 4. Kwa sababu omuntu tegete form 4 any mistake eta serikali tegere kwa blame ninga ki inki mwana ya tegere school because it's free basic education. It's supposed to be free. So everybody must finish the basic education.
Kato ndeta samangana UIBC ake otujugura kurororo. Goika kirana kora narcissist ya nasinini ya na ndale nkalia. Aba Kenya 1.37 eba registered goika April 16. Yo meaning kortara 16 mpaka igoro eba register bake. And we umuma idrukuma na Kenya ni gekomaji aba Kenya ba kujikwenda ba mnyoka towards the end. Why do you think so? Because by 16 on 16 April aba Kenya ba registered by 1.37. Lakini bono gatia ume bono data yengi mani gere 1.8. Does it mean that ina gatia korana jana ya bora dimetini kikia. Ne target ni gere around 75% ya bete and then ni mshwe korogora ni yuma korana chinse mo chininga ijire because so far jirija registered as Obugale, Nairobi, Kiambu na Kakamega. What does that mean? Korogora ni bibionsi umeshime kororo.
There is a way that people in a certain region behave. Level of understanding, level of ignorance depends on every region. So nabako nyara abantu bale batari go take elections as so serious. Sometimes nabako nyoro monta bataba nganje kura tingwaka. Are you seeing? So kwanya ranga tamanyite obuya bwo akajikura tamanyite obuya bwo echwariro murai egento yako era asabantu bande baba
batagete machine ende bakonya
egento yako
continue sir
egento yako era abantu bande kwanyara ba kuro moya is the way IEBC conducts elections. Abantu bande ba kuminga kichikure kibona nkire free, fair and credible. You know, elections are supposed to take over free and chirichikero monta kwegenanga echichiro china bochiarenge kabire. Lakini kera abantu bako twaro bwabanga chikure cyo kale Chache asere twingenjogete ekelibono nkoleta kere gyasiri imani asabanta abantu kwanyoro monta batanganje none chikure gitini ko chikwaka asengenjo twagete chikure chito kaiberwa. You know, that is not supposed to happen from an independent body and they go determine again to kere kanene sana sobugima bw'abantu leadership again take kanene sana sobugima bw'abantu because sobugima bw'abantu it dependent on the type of leadership obugima bw'abantu orobuya depending on the type of leadership and bibiri na baba tayanga kabara ibaraba yase asense abantu bago chenga naba batwara mo igo bora inege tukemanyira bakase bibira ne kubora ikaroro bobe abantu banyasaye bakorera so leadership is very important so we must make up our people we got to prepare abantu baito tubarosi bamanye obuya bwo borai na bamanye nabo bakobarosia elinde ba participate asamangana yechikura so nabako nyarabono this kind of registration awareness can be a problem. A culture yabantu can be a problem. Access nabako nyara sandi chipara ebitu obiranga yabigo igeka access is also another thing. Nonye awareness is actually the main factor. So nabako nyabantu mbali they are not even aware as abo besabali bare ko register. But places like Nairobi, because I was there last week, and I wrote street weta maburi ya IBC asabekira street weta iga IBC maburi ya bekira so weta street ko weta kibande kyao kwanya kwa register so that kind of access na sanare para chitali so that kind of access awareness those are some of the factors chikogera mangana yabo wa chief na assistant chief chinsemo njire ma paka batulete batakere go tumeka mono ko manyanga kero monto twalire or register so that creating awareness is very important for our people so that is why akonyora sa awareness yere igoro na abantu bako register mono na sa awareness yere abantu bako register
ngyo mokenya harabithiriu na register kwa kumakia kura arima utana bono maujotera madana abantu tubura yubu nini. Why should we force somebody o mayete na chikura nchi 2027? Lazima tupepe pambama itina chikura njiro. Na uwake kura wikopo registered vote.
Na raio tawatewa social awareness yani. You know, countries, when we rate countries in terms of social awareness, because sometimes we have to monitor that. When we rate countries in terms of social awareness, a country like Tanzania, social awareness is higher than in Kenya. Because abantu enjira ba communicate in Tanzania are more efficient than the way they communicate in Kenya. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
In Kenya, most of the things are a mystery. Yani binte binge bibisa bisire yani ko chako again na bo sabo mo nda ko mbeke awa te kitege kom. Yani binto bibisa bisire. That is why even services, even government services are sometimes seen as a mystery. Oko gende sinini ngaki na achira obisi yane pension yane deraswa. Yani yabe mystery e file yabora ebinto bibisa bisire. So awareness is a problem in Kenya.
Yes.
So that is why we say sometimes social awareness in some areas, in some regions in Kenya can be a problem. So karawa teranga turo che sababu mwandata akere kura na bako nyora level of understanding ya eta manyitie kure yuna ayo nye manyete. Enjiro understand tie kure eri tari yaro mwanto keta yi understand it na aro nyero chimune gento bosa. Ekaro chikura che wako ere ne busa kare goita. Keta manyitie gento kiko bachanda mgonya komnya ko chiwaka chikura. So we need to raise the level of social awareness in our country. Lakini ko raise social awareness ne abantu abange basoma number 1. That is why tage dichisemi chibe yani we are free mandatory basic education. Abantu abange batuara awareness. Education creates awareness. Religious institutions chikanisa misikiti ebine bintu bikore is social awareness ya sabantu. So the more we have abantu bange bakwende kanisa ne chi program che kanisa so social awareness ya kina abantu bana kungainia. So kuno kungainia generally. So ne chi seminar cha abantu bakori ebintu ebinge communication munere igoro muna bana vyombo vya habari. Bibwate a very big role in raising social awareness in the community. So it's generally the way people communicate. Yeah.
Amashimwa aibuno mheshimiwa kuliye kirogo kia Bomachoge Chache. Uko na imani kwa tume ya uchaguzi ya IEBC?
Wakenya lazima tuwe na imani kwa tume ya IEBC. Lakini bwana tume ya IEBC egentege tanganita kire ko struggle. No ko untrust from all Kenyans. Ekara nchirate yo togo chakanyora basongo bacha gututenenera bacha gukora elections in Kenya. So on the ones you any public office no Nyamatari IEBC yoga a public office aso monto go serve abantu you are supposed to serve them with honesty and sincerity yani obakorere gasingie paka bago isanika. So like when you go to a public office file ya go senkoti igari file ya manyakobora ande kina kia ande kia rutumotwe ngakibona oratware ukwegena say institution muneyo togotwara kwegena. So IEBC must struggle because chikule chikoleta bloodshed nande chialeto yani chialeta abantu bachandike ebirengereryo ebirengereryo bitwate yanga abakenya ko nyabarwalte ebirengereryo egenteke moyegorte ebirengereryo no bachori bobe yani ensengi mego gotwaro burweire abongoime ekaro chikura kitali fair lakini chikura chisako fair after elections na bakonyora the mind of the Kenyan will remain healthy. Eko na buma etenga kinyarebe na rochoru abantu bamuchora na abange lakini tali nyarebe twara asimiseru twatumberu ngaro muchanja IEBC amobwatesia ngatwabekero monto tutotageti. That is very bad. So Kenyans become sick for 5 years made etokurwara for 5 years because na buma etenga monto rochora tunomobe na ndo ko gendera go saliense na ande mwarwara mono ngakibona monto ya chite no bogambi. Are you seeing? So that is the sickness that Kenyans have out of elections. Kwanyora na end violence ya toke ibisa kubyangere go chinchana. You know that is a lot of sickness for the country. IEBC and that is why I think abantu abagote na chikura sometimes when they mess they don't even live longer than after that because they mess the whole country. So this is an institution itakere ko very independent. Fairly fairly everybody will be satisfied. You know, with fairness, this is the popular candidate. Everybody remains satisfied. We go back to our work. So I want to trust that the IEBC will improve its credibility. But credibility, it starts with the registration. Anyamba ko register abantu boronge. Istiri bwana igotwacha twaso akolo trust ya sebale. Ekara bwana for example tawate bunga kinga ngabantu babuga tipi bande. Nakinse amachinde ibande biko soka bwango. nensemo chinde bibande byasoka ngora ngaji nsemo njire kitakire bibande abantu abange babwate chikura kubwa chinsemo chinde then we begin losing faith in IEBC. So intwege ntaba tabanga ki IEBC onye wotagete ko konyense let them become credible. Last elections ntu aroche commissioners bako divided right in the middle. Bane bakateba ikure chinchire boronge sasham batoto bakateba chikura nchire boronge. That was very bad. That's a libono ne image kwete. That's a dented image. So na kitoko tabi etokeninga ki etokoninga onye nero ko chikobwati mutindo muno last time.
You don't expect that.
We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that as Kenyans. That would be so bad. So let them improve their credibility by making Kenyans give them trust.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Tuanega sema ya IEBC dali tuada to kwana generally the state of the nation mheshimiwa ndio ya toera kigima kwana one by one kwa sababu sema ya siasa kinege the siasa nero utatua the structures ya jibu ya siasa bado na weka bembe na kigora kwana mheshimiwa bango ya mautanaso na kina ligoli. By the way, it's almost 14 days yet. 14 days. It's almost 14 days. Today is on 29. It's almost 14 days.
Sure.
Dire amaguta kamenta ndike kabotuke bagatena ba 10 shillings na 9 shillings. Abakenya ko rege ndike bagatena kwenda bara maandamano bakwande ngenteke kyo kiebere irugatia. Akira kwana about amaguta komenta no bugima bwako ngiri because kera amaguta menta ikokiri ndike menta. What can you say about this? Nande ngakita kirekoba. Chiporsi to chingi.
Yani Kenya nense chandegete because policies are anchored on an individual. Policies are anchored on an individual. Ango policies manyete chi policy chitakera mi kere ministry kere department netegere koba ekwege ne kanande independent e kolega asiae yakero tokonyo nga paka magori ngano monto yomo ogodita magori otangasa nga magori bantu eyeiri ande ekara maguta okinaro arata gotoka lakini okoyere otoka ngana gotoka igobono chi ministry ya energy egasi ya energy Igotebwati gas because nga yani keregento no monto ya mo uwanja just yani nga kero
Rais
amekubali amekataa no monto ya mo uwanja chini institution ejito create chile independent chi ministry they are supposed to be independent they are supposed to know what they are supposed to do so the ministries are not supposed to be advised ne president na ministry ne takere ward vice president na kieta kera ko rwanda ngerekia so mafuta kera go kine rwanda onsi nande nge president ya nyeiri ono ikinaboge kabe kona sana as a 10 point agenda ya lenge bone resa serikali ya broad based
yes
again take mokera ge kongu is the cost of living eyo kero mo Kenya akorera na ri mention so instead of making life easier by lowering the cost of fuel the cost of energy in the country na ande energy onye bwati go chime nero egento kia yani geko gonka aba manyinga yaba Kenya geko gonka manyinga yaba Kenya na energy abakora barasa mafuta no bobo 10 boko involve kero mondo abakora barasa estima Kenya no bobo 10 naona magori osagweta around the world origeria magori ya unit yamo estima mneko ni Kenya na unit yamo estima mneko ni unaomboganda na Tanzania na ogweta jinse chigweta yora 10 osakomanya ligorire mafuta Kenya na mafuta ali agweta Kenya onya gore Buganda yogo kuminga ki kase Buganda na yaro yaitele mafuta Kenya takere gotwara ligorire na ya mafuta ogwa Kenya Kenya na ile bwata mafuta bagaturukana ekoyeturukana lakini mafuta itoko manya mafuta ina yangu toko manya sako yugocha na sako genda tari kukwano bana mune crisis kerega bana mafuta tamanyire nganale na sense so ebi ndo bitwate banga birechi mystery abantu bakege bamanyete Kenya na bibia chandire nse bintu bitari wazi bintu bitamanyereye bana amafuta imana akina abantu barerire people are crying everybody is crying twense peto korera because the cost of living kero montage takamente bintu mna target so do you expect Kenyans to have peace for Kenya mbago atimala mbese se birengele byabo and bana karabanya ali odi achire goro efisi netakeire nyagitari nero machoko toyo abakenya bakora left right center. Yeah.
Mheshimiwa akarutonderete gango somani SMS ibiri sikujicha tumuja studio. Siasa iriri bakari nene according to you kubwa kukorili Mkenya kawaida because ni wanasiasa mmeanza kujipigia debe. Although wananchi tunakuja kwa mikutano yenu maybe because hatuna option tunawasikiza abaendelende bae gukende bairanaka Wakenya mimi kama Wakenya wana hope vizuri. Siasa iriri baga kero compare na development name the bid on your view.
Yes. Bueno, again to get
and why this higher
again to get Kenya. In the Kenya Brighton.
Yes.
Nenjara Kenya understand it siasa. Chinsa chega asinchio Kenya.
Yeah.
Chinsa chega asinchio
Kenya.
Tote bwana serikali ya Kenya kwanza. Mwaka kitu anjolete 2022. A pledge ba chirita sa serikali na ya 100 days. Kwa sababu
yeah, neken
100 days karachia etete ingi kwa roji kia toget kende keyo. Lakini immediately mna serikali yako swaiga ego chaka kona ande ba shain another political moment. Yani muna ba choruga ande ba chaka chi campaign. Tochiroje ga directly ngaki ene campaign wana yako koro. So guys, there is no time yo ikaran service ga siekoro. Are you seeing? Abantu bali twachorete batana kutachobis. Bachorere bona ba Kenya lakini there is no single day uratenga mtu amuro chobis. Kwa hiyo korugoro pakanze. Aba bunge mbaro oranya bachorete batana kutachobis. Aba gaba nambaro oranya twachorete batana koraki. Batana kutachobis. Ba operate from asibamanyete boka. Kwa hiyo korugoro nanya no mwana ito na tuana komorara rambe
tuana komorara paide komorara go sign chi bill jo
elimo ego. So obviously we are meaning what? Meaning that the culture in Kenya is so bad. Ekeroli leadership ya choriru na ende ba ochaka koligi another term patara ikanone none roboye term entangani maitera ba Kenya tolentuligerete. We are seeing what is happening and we are not satisfied and we must have a conversation about this. In fact, in future we might even have a policy a single term. A policy, yes. A single term, because now how are you elected and you start campaigns immediately?
A single term.
The second term. So which means now we must give Kenyans one term. Yeah, Moyoka. We shall be there. We are going to be there. Because so that you montoyo on your 5 years, ya moisanire. Akore kiago kora. Maybe you can formulate a policy. Terms in kiriko buhatan. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
Because we must stop this. So that if you become a president, ogo tuara 5 years, obreki, ando chakobori muna bono, oyo nda chakoboria, oyo America. Trump. So that we can have a break in between. Yeah, because we are seeing the problem now. The moment you come into office, you again start creating another environment for a second term. So continuous terms, we katochikana. To enable people now to work for that single term, ekeranda gocha gocha. Anya samo begete moyo. Tuarifa. Muna bono, angobono nyindiki bakiale moyo, angobono acha koboli maega. Oroje. Now we can give you another term. But this continuous term, this time, no. It's supposed to stop. So in other words, anya gokoboli keroge second term, kwa boli keao.
Kwa liyo?
Ekeroge keao, tali kerio.
Navyo pimeto kuira parliament?
Pano lendi, onyo montoko choro.
Yeah.
Atara jina ikaran service, ojakire kolie tamu yende. Culture teriko chukobembe. This is a bad culture now.
By the way.
Yes. So Kenyans must
be focusing on this term.
Yes, somebody is focusing on the second term instead of working for this term. Bomachoge, Alpha is the MP, isn't it? He's now looking for another term. Yet he's in office. A term where inkia koligirie tamu yende eyete nini. And this person is in office. Ngomige to mondo.
Mwasokire na wakubuli muri kiro yeke.
Araria bono nkuru kitobugate because once you have been mandated wasoiro office. Bono muna tole mango to migetema.
Ondeyo.
So we are here, we are in this room. So if we are in this room, why should we complaining aki ngabantu amigi room mega? Omonto kalisiko ngakia ukomiga because ni tutuka katole room we can talk anything that we can talk in this room. Yes. So what I'm trying to say ngelinga king, let us now look for a way yoko make abantu babe responsible. Omonto kairo nyine tamwe yamo taso abato tayi nga 15 mufululizo 10 mufululizo 5 ekingi ekibona. So that Kenyans now can have an opportunity of gaining. Are you seeing? Because leadership tell young in onde. Yes. So on the day claim monopoly in leadership. So you can only be given a one term okorokore. Abantu babo chakotebanga naende oyo na akolete buya. Naende bachiba kuira.
Meaning
there should be a break.
According to you mheshimiwa, this go to a single term. Ili mutata bwa tekerengere kia the election.
Yes.
Na bago karan service.
Achako arose ali go saba chukorobaye legacy. Are you seeing?
Bono.
Osere we kero osere legacy because there will be an interruption.
Esa aliyo kota korigina na gojotea bakenya na nande botoyori na mongeria kabere ose mongendere akiyo karanto bali chigaligoro.
Chigaligoro is because of continuous two continuous 3 continuous terms. They are not necessary now in this country because we are seeing the problem now. Because that's what we are seeing. Yes. Don't you think it's a problem because omonto was office lakini your fear, your greatest fear, will I be re-elected? Why can't we dispel this fear? Because we can remove this fear by now breaking the terms. There must be an interruption before you get another term. So that will be a solution because my talking solutions according to the problems that we have. So when we don't have a problem, talking a solution. But when we have a problem, because this is a serious problem.
Lakini wana mheshimiwa wana tu serious siasa. Muna kwenye na kile boli magokore campaign magodena nkoroji. Ernera kire Nairobi tasoga mwajire digatiga shagwa matiangyoyo Karonso yo mata karua no mugu adimeremo
tiga bono tigango tebe
akanye ke Nairobi arabe
tigango tebe emechande yo emechande ya siasa emechande ya siasa yaro ikegende romaide amwanya bana kwa hiyo lakini rende oyo robisi era tutakiri okora siasa
era akanye
basa na robisi
bogo modendeka
aminto kasekero kwana robisi
bo endete como tere
again yanda akotebi. That is where there is a problem now. Oyo lesiko tagara rabo Clinton.
Amenita machina mingi.
I'm in Brighton.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Tell me, sir.
When you are in office, to office so that you can legitimize another term. So that you work for us. Are you seeing? So when you don't work for us, nganyarebo or criticize it. They are supposed to criticize. That is their work. Or your office is supposed to work. That is his work. Might understand even David. You are an office to work, not to counter criticism. When you work,
lakini yeye karo ndete kwa na iko. Omondate na azike tena na gote na sikogopi. Edi zaza. Wao karanzenyo adena mari para nini ulitu promise aipitiki. Bono mete
that is where you go wrong. The Kenyans, that is where you go wrong. Omonto your office, I will counter criticism by working. That is how a person in office karatiga egari gorongi acha okora. Wana tatanta net. Ati office nanda chegari go. Wana ngati office rende.
Joshua.
Wasa ariza ina nanda cha campaign for another term. Yes, because again to apo tebuaye no go campaign is called. Are you seeing?
Hi. Okay.
Bon, I acquire office. Ne graciole. Ore gracie me koligerete aba ebintu bigendere peace ko. Lakini tokwenda sikochia serere kere gracie mato. Can you concentrate on your class? Concentrate in class.
Puna for example murabwenzi. Naketa kero kwa bintu byaye on your view. Taja kuigora maendeleo kusibina cheta.
Ankia maendeleo kya kuigora. Aya kya kuigora.
Wa.
Maite, in the future, as we continue like this,
yes,
we will have to count bintu gete. ebintu mbire bune oborwaire buno obwana bogocha koigora ngochire oigoire echo ochire oigoire geti ochire oigoire bus. You know that Kenyans have so many problems. Surely Kenyans have so many problems. One bus ingi watakwanya tata gaki obotaka to kweya gikabira gasene fees tutagete gaki na nyagitari nechi ebintu tutagete ebintu ebinene. That is what we need. Surely how can no more appreciated. I know in a regasi mbuyamole. Lakini Kenya will remain behind.
According to right that kirgocha kugora mai.
Kwa roje kiba kyocha kugora bintu. Why do Kenyans remember Boraibwa Kibaki? Yani miaka yonse. Did you see me on the rooftop? When did you see him? Kaka na obisi arenge arego kolegasi. Egasi yoke ekwegamba. No egasi yoka nere ekwegamba. Tali ayo kugamba egasi. Negasi ekwegamba. So when you do the right things, karo kolegasi ya oboronge, egasi yoka will follow you many generations. Kwa igule. Lakini karo gocha kugasa abantu nga ninche ogwe yake kuba ogasta abantu nga inje nakoletege abantu gasembaroche.
Yeah.
You know, Kenyans are seeing. Kenyans are not blind. Why are you blinding them? Asaba Kenyan bale bawata maiso. They will appreciate. You won't have a tab. No, you know, opposition. Ebintu kebikole boronge. They must appreciate. Because let me tell you, to watch out of ngaina abantu ngabintu mbo bibire, baroche bintu mbo yabire.
Inu no opposition ningi mogo tebreni na bono bintu mbiribuya na bono oyo ko katwale tamwe yemo neroba ojodena watu ana agenda marita nini nini. Bekanena igerera bakeye ngiye kwere n'umutaro jina oyo naroro neremo ko mwali bagari arende akore haiki to gatare 10 mwezi wa 8 mwaka ujao tumwa akeruji kure siku mwali ba
ngomo impichire
taraba mbijira kise mo kwana
ngiye watebera ngaye ulibaga asina nero bwate libaga
abadiriba
orusi wabisi
ekremo kwanza mwakwana asikete
asina yo watangaye ulibaga asina obisiale or very impeached. Bueno, Clinton Brighton mogo toira.
Tari toko baira, we are just talking.
Morigo toira we are saying encho.
Ya ngo te amare na ninu mutara mwali bage momo igete yani pakanero.
Erenga kiole wana ko toira igoro.
Si ana chip. Bueno, digati yo te ana nini untam.
Oko ina ndigaso
karaiwa. Mashika karaiwa. Monta ja te ana kina nitamkimbisha kama baisikeli ya kuipigwa.
Wana ekiningi yakora. Eki ya affect yo mondo. Engi ya change. Wana ya gere to kalan service.
Igakire.
Igo ekinge gere to le dress ma korugo sene Ethiopia go senga.
Ayo na beko gera. Kiara mabirira tindi.
Mabirira kiaya. Ekero kore gase.
Whatever na shadiri go.
Tegerera.
Nera ja tengo kore.
Tigango tebi. Ekere serikali ere on the right track. Nona maandamano to kurangere bantu baje. Let me tell you. Ba ko bori ngyo go turangere. Ngayogo toira. Serikali se yakorete gento gete. Serikali yakorete gento gete. Serikali yakorete gento gete. Aye no sale geto mo tugendo le arangere mokao no mwana wa mwende street. That's what people will tell you. But when you see abantu bare disillusioned bakoboke goche street za 10. Kwebole maswali nga kingi kyabasoi. Motivation yaba ile street za 10 nerere. Igo ngamba migire bantu mbako soka bosa. Ne keron okori gichi bus. Onge go somba bantu nga inchu moche monga ngere chinkobi nando manyanga nabo naro gentonkero. Yes, because karo ole buya o wote abanga ki ngocha gocha ndabo abantu ba prepare chombe abantu basibyo mochie abantu bakuganye karo re korere ngiye gocha onge korera ngoche kare. Lakini karo oko batumera chibesa nga muabuse ngocha gocha ne moche morosi nae kwali gochikorosi ali so gochikopoke wasara abantu bare gopoke abanyene.
Umashwango yore kero kya Bomachoge Chache. Watebiri abantari na bintu mbiribuya pasa diraja kwanyoro umugutano gwabo ata abantu abange sana alia egetiyo sino gembalia tendere Bomachoge Chache ali forode au gira asbauna raba obisia kire rubana ba dena bintu mbiribuya ninche option ni 2027 nyengo yako bakon ali fatiga entre na magendro
bana gasna obisia
ta irani rigende
gasna acquire through actions. Acquire through actions. Again to na batebi igu. Anya narangeria abantu gocha tendere. Na batebi moraye ku basari. Oigwete. Alifatani ara gocha tendere na arabatenga ninche mbaye basari. Alifa gocha tendere abaye basari. Abatebi monto le bintu birare ko batebi binaretire. Na ninche kwa ne gore basari kabere. Yes. So through action, because you are in office, it's just through action. You don't even need to shout. Actions speak louder than words. Bomachoge boka. Angombanka anything keronke yogo liyo nambuyale.
Igimtu mbisarigete.
Aba machoge kera baba tenga tuwa kule piga akindi 27 years ika. You know, leadership is for the people.
Yeah.
Are you seeing? You don't lead yourself. When you want to lead yourself, go lead your children and your wife at your home. When you go for a public office, make sure that you serve the public that you want to serve. It's not your work. So you have to do it like a public office. You have to serve it like a public office. You must sacrifice even your family. You sacrifice yourself for the sake of the public that you want to serve.
Ekasi mujumbe most no ko represent abantu ba Bomachoge Chache oversight na besangene jimiradi ya CDF chirororo ngovere tibono ne serikali ngima asa Bomachoge kolera usino mujumbe kende kyuguli
abande ne chi constituency chinde senja abantu ba ntenga chi pasali chiaruru wana kiwakuboli ngaki Bomachoge ere treasury yaye kale ngao na bakuboli tarinje na woli ma the binde imo bwata bya tarinje na kwana I'm talking what I hear people say abantu bakuboli ngaki chi constituency chine ngaki bya chiaruru tabairu into totara ewe echite chikabisire go se chisirete you know that those are the questions they're asking and those are pertinent questions it's their right yeah so na inche I'm not talking about basari because inje timbo adi mwana sukuru so
why do you think that Dina I used to go elected in Bomachoge Church? How do you do things differently? Why do you think so? Because already, why do you think so?
You know, you're addressing me like I was born yesterday. I was born many years back. I've served people in different capacities, in private capacities. I even serve my parents at home. I serve my neighbors. I serve the people who come to my office.
Serve the community.
All the years. I serve the community. It's the same community that is demanding a key. Are you seeing? They are the same people but my honesty, my sincerity, my passion for duty. Now and if there will be free and fair, credible elections, I know what I'm telling a key. Are you seeing? So that is how you rate your popularity in the community. A ballot people did not have trust in you. Because election is about trust, confidence. Confidence. You cannot have confidence as you can have confidence as a leader from your community. Are you seeing? So Bomachoge, if they have confidence in me, it will be seen during the ballot. If they don't have confidence, the percentage of trust that they have, trust. Trust 30%, I'll earn 30% of the votes. Are you seeing? So the people, the common man, the way you present yourself to the people, the way you package yourself to the people, will determine your vote. I know honest. I want to serve the Jinjira Chinyinge, I want Kunire Mechie Menge, I want transform Riamagimaya Bantabange, and you've been honest and you've been straightforward. You are not a liar. We believe you can serve us. So that is why I'm convinced that my community needs me in leadership. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
Na inche karanku eligereria. Na inche ndoranga ki onya na serve Riabanteka bire nande baisanekire. Then I deserve to have another, to be empowered, to have a higher position where I can serve them more than the way I'm serving them today. So I cannot talk about being an MP when I'm not an MP yet. But I've done things that people think, I think I'll do more and more. than
will you
now.
step aside for ondebensi neraga nigro so they wanna cross step aside which is Sarah abori so you are determined market.
No, stepping aside abantu mbagotebi asina abantu bantagete so na bagontebi ngaki ayento tageti tigera wena tutagete. You know, the game is very simple. Ayento tageti abantu boka bagotebi. You know, Bomachoge is not a vacuum. Yani there is people who are there and the leadership is for the people, and the people are the ones tokona ukwa na barabu every day. We interact with these people every day and they are telling me why they need me, so I also get convinced.
Abantu bakuri birogo Bomachoge babe banekro asikia magia chipiri. What's your option? Only should last moment nomination?
But this is very clear. This is very clear. You know, the people will determine. That's a nomination.
What if people are determined on do so tie one of Hiro Motomo? What step was you go for another party?
I'll support the person by the nomination. Because I'm a passionate member of Jubilee. I would want our party to win. I would definitely have to support the person who is given a nomination.
Do you have confidence in the nomination?
Yeah, nomination in Jubilee is going to be free and fair. Because as we speak now, nomination is a party. We've got credible systems. Opinion polls are being conducted almost every month. So they are monitoring what is happening with their candidates all over the country. Including the president himself. Our president is conducting opinion polls around the country. Because Naroche is monitoring and seeing what the
so far the monto como Rwanda Jubilee.
Jubilee, we are talking about rating. He's rating himself around the country.
Yes, around the country.
If he realizes the Kenyans don't need him, I know him. I know our president. I know if he feels that Kenyans don't need him, Fred, you know, to start a World Bank. About Kenya are demanding a key come around. As a Korea, I'm sure he'll have to go back to his job.
Machoge sikunyerigiri Bomachoge Chache kana kurigiri last general election 2022 after the list yababunge babe the candidates not even aspirants but babe the it's among the constituencies apart from Kitutu Masaba na Ubasi bajidu twara candidate nyingi bako babanga sana nkiki keroje bado muraba bangi ngeke oroche na Zachary Onduso babako waba bonse
Zachary Onduso okunira abantu abange okunire mechie menge in a point I am. So once you have interacted and helped many people, people had developed confidence in you. That is what I've been saying.
Yeah.
People develop confidence in you. Kubwate kana muna wago correct. So incheninde na umaina nga abantu na kurinda sama gimabo na kuwa batagete mbaga mbere namba ya kabere Onduso no monto chete school. So I have enough exposure ni manyete through my academic credentials. I'm capable of offering a better leadership as abantu wa Bomachoge. Namba ya gatatu Onduso no monto okonyara express.
Yeah.
Are you seeing?
Yes.
So I'm ready. I'm ready for that. Onduso no monto okonyara work in a competitive environment because I've done that before.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to do that, to compete as a colleague of Bomachoge resources. Onduso can withstand pressure because I've been exposed to pressure before, and you know that life has a lot of pressure which I can withstand. Never political pressure, never economic pressure, to make sure that I earn for my people. So Onduso has so many positives. Chikogera aba Bomachoge bakumotaka. Ego baligiri ba assessing this is the right person. Onduso is development conscious. Even my private ventures, muna wana Olympic na njagete kuruzira. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
Na njagete na maomo.
Yeah.
Already Wana Olympic is a prestigious school in this country. I'm one of the major stakeholders in the sector of education.
Yeah.
And you know, people have really seen that in Onyomonto yoko manage school. Kurwa maomo. Wana is a group of schools. big schools, 5 schools, almost 6 schools, because we are building another school. So people have now seen that this is the right person who can bring development to our people. My honesty, my credibility, those are things people need. Kenyans now don't need liars for leaders. Kenyans need people who are honest, people who are passionate about their community, about their work, where Onduso ranks very highly when it comes to that. So there are many good factors. Another thing, I've spent a lot of time now on Bomachoge, because I've worked with Bomachoge and Bomachoge. People are not gazing. Are you seeing? In Chabono, I've been in this community, I've worked in this community all these years. So people are not even guessing because they understand me well. For all the years I've been in the constituency, I've never lived outside my constituency. I've lived there for all this time.
Okay.
So Kenyans have, Machoge, they have every reason because the exposure time now, very navarabu, ne nyinga sana, angowa disapprove. The familiarity breeds contempt. But I've been familiar with them for a long time, and they still feeling there's no contempt.
That's it.
Yes.
Kronya kiseto tuned in kirandeni sada na no ali meyo Robert Sadimia mheshimiwa sana. Samiri mscience tani Samiri mscience kurunya boterere bonyando. Niko ndani. Mama Karuta anasema tuko ndani pamoja hadi mwisho. Sadimia mheshimiwa boy child then watching. Chave chose mama yangu na kurura Ikibia University niko ndani kama kawaida na wapata roda nikilia karibu mugeni. Sindi nyabaka tena mheshimiwa mbona samangana ayuwa kwande tuko pamoja mbere pamoja chikura tigabona abantu bakera abantabageni. Tena watu pia fresh time akarote abego. Sawa chosho mukaya adebana wali me yomorobeli atubatia se mambi yaboni ngasula mbaya ro sabe tena kura mosobet Bomachoge borabu. Watching live with my family. Salimia mheshimiwa, msalimiwa Kigima. Lydia Nyaboke nereno warate bana niko ndani. Salimia mheshimiwa, tuko pamoja mbele iko sawa. Ngati SMS yende tumugoja studio ngocho made chinde. Lakini mheshimiwa karo birobidu myoga. We have around 20 minutes to wind up kindly.
Yes.
Tupa fraction nyingi. We have Linda Mwananchi, Linda Ground, tupa broad based government na inu molekula senseme ya government. Ni opposition
united
and American returned government ngaibano Kenya roji kadu fraction Jones baga kwanya Linda Mwananchi no aligeso mu amakanda bakumina ngoja kwanya opposition no mole likoni bakumina ngoja kwanya broad based nero yajira ali oburu na murai wenzi batore gikaro wana bakenya bakumi ngegendere kwanya ODM nande yatake kora aletire ODM Youth Convention mpaka bakenya twati karagatia nimita bakenya mbaro to kumina nkiendere kaidrojo
the political temperatures in the country. Political temperatures in the country.
Yes.
Echigo Kenya chinsa chegas.
Yeah. Chigo Kenya chinsa chegas.
Yes. Chinsa chigandarata nchiriko bievu na tawo bievu ga Kenya. The amount of resources chigo tumeka kuna uonjo kanana chirali echi or drum support nechi nyingi sana. Ege entoke gandarata. Of course politically nabo toko tebanga toke gandarata. Lakini economically and other sectors are being affected.
Yeah, that's true.
A problem ye nere inago tebia. Ntagete oye manya sana. Omonto ochori kuchobis. Kwa hivyo abantu bande batigaire siko. Oriogenda obisi nando chaka kwimukia maberera siasa. Dibaga kore gasi yae gasi ekwane. Kwanyora omonto obisi oruro obisi nando chirali. Omonto opposition ekaranste sika ta control the resources, ta control the state power, ta control the kende okuminga ki bono njengo kira oyogenda te kongaina abantu basekote yabantu ebintu bitayo. Are you seeing? So opposition era imokerera. So owo charge koli owo charge politically, yani owo charge Omo abali barobisi basa go turn down. Panta baba isiko ga tokora baba. Bako munyaka.
Okay.
Bali barobisi basa go kora the right things. Abanta abali siko will have little option. They may have so little to talk about. Are you seeing? So temperatures, the blame still goes back to the government of the day. Kwa hivyo, bali barobisi na wako gera temperature ya change. Because no obviously na no andre da okora siasa sikwa toikaranse ti obviously. No your opposition nga kioro chwana nga yakoba nga yakwebeka. So that is why I was telling you. Esa ko gendere kabireye. Obono borweire. Then we will have now one term interruption and another term. We will now come up with that kind of those kind of laws. Yes.
Opposition yerote kunyara gokira ebintu kibisarigete bakire baraburende
opposition
baje na agenda yabo badana
ibastigo ndawo nyarugina iwa opposition ego kiri gunegas. I think I've explained this many times. Opposition ego kiri gune bintebia. Yani ngoko type simply like this. If you promised to improve security, are you seeing? And you don't improve security, then you prompt the opposition to talk about weaken the security. Are you seeing? If you promised the people that in Kosovo Gambi, in security and can improve pakebe to this degree, abanta babono mbago kuwa na kende ekarabarocha security improved. If you promise to improve the cost of living, for example, and you improve the cost of living, opposition inkiera kwana. Because opposition ene kwana abantu bako bakane ngaki tigo biyogo kwana mbusanto akotegerera because we are seeing what is happening. For instance, no ni ntwe serikali yaiteko service onye go sinyo implement, we would expect a lot of noise from out.
Bona chinyo bangu akajire.
Yes.
Chia for the policy.
Yes.
Mwate ane kinkwi. Ako kaendera kwa gaja. Usigo ikananda jade ya wananchi na mimi hii agenda ni kwa nzuri. Sha mwate de gukora. Ne ako kirabono ikiara ere akorengana nere na roji nango korere kuikacha tutebina isha iga kimoko kana ngo korere.
Bana ndage ko boli is very simple. Ekero kwaro siri ndagira kwa bekire emesa. Asina abana utegete bali. Abana banyerire. Lakini babatebi mama ntora isaneka ndagire. Are you seeing? Ndagira asina abana kwaro seri. Lakini abana babatebi ngantra isaneka ndagire. Oko babetere ringa isaneka ndagire. What I'm trying to say simple.
Lakini jirani eje ni saitia abana namba igoteti turoje shida yabera.
Wana kinke bwa jirani.
What I'm trying to say
in simpler terms, ekina igule wake renjiragete. In simpler terms, ndageta bateba iga.
Yes.
Abantu bagochorwa soborai, bagochorwa basavu abantu.
Abananchi.
Kwa igule. Abantu abako basaved. Ebako basaved to satisfaction, yani baisaneke. Onye mbali go isaneka, igotra basaved to their expectation. Are you seeing? Na kinate abanga onye bakwalite ndagere mes, abana bakane ndagere gaki okwabe ko monyo monge bobe eyento okoli. Are you seeing? Bana abao baisanekire. Igo baisanekire. Baraisaneka. Ekero wacho rugocha soborai. Ebinto biriota geta gukora. Abantu baisaneke ebagukira. Baake chinkobi. Lakini garabata isanegeti bagatanga no gwatole deregenteke kero kinto isanegeti genteke neke bekwale ta gosigia tokoleire gosigia tokoleire. Endagere gwatwa nteto ile tibu ya toromire chinda. So toko fago fosi abantu ngi noromujinda kira. What I'm trying to say is the people who elect their leaders are the people who assess what their leaders are doing for them. And there are those people who deserve to say, okay, we are now satisfied. Ekera abantu batara satisfied toko ba fosi ba ngabano isaneka. People will have to appreciate your services. Muna onye ko ba ete muna kwa ba promise. So amangana yo batanga abantu bakire ba kwana osaigo then I don't think that is.
Where is hope ya Kenya ngayere so far mheshimiwa? Where you sit? Hope yetu ngayere ya Kenya.
I thought just hope ya Kenya.
Tindoji na ngi.
Hope ya Kenya.
Tindoji.
Nkwalenge Kenya no. No ene chijani sikara chale kurwana. They expressed where their hope is. In fact, they said now we need Fred Okengo Matiang'i. That is where the hope of Kenyans is. An alternative leadership. That is what
Genesis. Do we have Genesis?
I don't know. but I think they're there. Ngaiba achieve.
So far bakaleta monchuriki.
Ngaiba achieve. A generation they changed the tact.
So we have hope.
They had to change the tact. Quite good.
What
they changed the tact.
We hope.
The response banyorete kurwa saba antaba nene eya bete oppressive. You see. So these are people who went back and they had to camouflage. They had to change the tact.
They have said to go Kadi. Do you think that they will utilize their Kadi to
Definitely. Definitely. That is what is going to happen. Wait and see. Definitely. Oma itekera banyorete ngaki abantaba nene bana bangire kubakora.
Kuna hii jambo na suala ambalo linaangaziwa sana mheshimiwa juu ya ambaye atakayepea bendera ya opposition kuwania kiti cha urais. Kwa maoni yako ni nani huyu?
Si ni one of the principles.
One of the principles.
Yes. Already we know them. We have
ni nani huyu?
We have five principles. Watachagua lakini rende Ntumu na Omogusii.
Ibona abuna wachirime. Ntumu na Omogusii factor ito ya 2027 topic ito wantu koro. Ni ririye.
Topic ito nei. Ntumu na Omogusii ntobwate oyo ito. Aigwete. Ntomwegenete. Tutari kwa betererigwa. Ntomwegenete ngaki oyere nere. Aba Kenya abange. Kero tokotara gweta iga. Last week narenge Nairobi. I interacted with around 5 abakambange batano. Bagantebinga ntomo ntoro Jeffrey Okengumatia. Abakamba. Yomaite Kalonzo naro as one of the principles. Are you seeing? You want to say Kalonzo stay saini. Lakini rende kijeni sina jiro jinja kwa nete liringa ki amonto baroje Fred. Bona kitoko tebanga principles baito. Bali kobeka emotions kando. But to make a scientific method. As over a minute.
Okay. Di body wow. Yeah, that's it. Sa Joshua Mondo ngomo body do di body.
Mombo le tiandara because it's very important. Because if they stray, pasako stray kurabo, they will disappoint Kenyans. But to make a scientific method, ya survey. Bakole research, a survey.
Yeah.
Etalia yemo. Chi survey chi nyinge.
Okay.
So that they can arrive at a more credible answer of a single candidate. If they use that as a method of popularity index to check the popularity index, Fred Okeng will rise.
Kayo Omogusii yako wa 2027?
Na abu.
What if Omogusii very frustrated 2027? Ndo chandeki. Miaka yere bosi.
Bona tuchandegete bano mono. Bona tuchandegete mono. Kobwa 27 iyo gatatayiza taraika. Bona igo tweyageti bobe. Kobwa 27 iyo gatatayiza.
Omashimiwa we have
27 iyo gochinto bwata ko semeringa na buturanya.
We have leaders from Omogusii region that are supporting the current government. Eba le asanga.
Manyete.
Baro abange
democracy nengiyere.
Baruba there na igana otoroji.
Democracy nengiyere. That's what I want to say. Democracy nengiyere. You don't expect Omogusii about 100%.
Lakini hakero kora bange
kaiwari. Kucha samu.
Bange kaiwari.
99% Omogusii ebare faction ya Fred.
Toraja kira leaders bono. Bali togorigiri. Bachorire. Mheshimiwa tutake.
Bachorire mbarayi bono.
Ababunge. Toraja kiro.
Ababunge
bali sitting dora there bali rende sitting pale ngabale barasi matiani
Tegente tuwe kwana.
Ya ngorore kana bala ji function na jina bako ke kwana. Ngorore kana bale.
Akinda edengo te. Yes. Serikali ne huwa deji enchira ya ne huwa deji system ya. Oh no. Igonda akote.
Kendra.
Ne huwa te menyororo. Ndage tombu ate te kwenda ko chimi.
Yes.
Serikali ya Kenya kwanza ibwate menyororo ne bitandawire binge sana.
Yeah.
Abantu mbaro barase bale lakini bataye ke birengereryo lakini bagiri akanyororo basukeiga
Michandeka.
mechande ko.
Does it mean that you are saying that they are supporting the government of the day because of circumstances?
Yes. Obvious.
Omara ibu ensojire gusio to promise ya magendera. Amagendera ya raikirana.
Nyaganye.
To the other statement.
Kora.
Amagendera ya raikirana. Igetikia sunika kebe. Igetikia usistadi mukebe. University ebe. Ebinte bia promise dibibe. Kuna shida ya kusupport William Ruto.
Bono. Nakinateba. Umanyete history nengia. Omwaka oyo motigarite. Nemetinye tatu. Wasabano.
Tugenetia bigasi
Omwaka oyo mo nemetinye tatu.
15 months.
Serikali egochora emyaka erenga 5. Oigwete. The premise that they came into power with nearing 100 days. 100 days.
100 days yakino.
100 days.
No gajana no rwakino na.
Akinda tengo tebi. 100 days ejiba go to promise.
No kwana.
No gukwana.
100 days.
Bono gukwana na kukobuchete mbiya gwakwanire. Ogukwana na kukobuchete ko bwa gwakora.
Wana akino to tebi 100 days. Bomachoge.
Moisonde.
Bomachoge no rosi para 100 days.
Mbiya. Kasoro
no ne budget ya soki.
Na kinawa to gotebera iga. Serikali ya Kenya
kwanza. Kenya ba.
Na bego gotebi ngamacha tote kunya rusinsa to nyatiri go jinsaria igoraria. Oigwete. Obori mo.
Ngone promise iro nyi.
That is what
do you believe that they mara wensa igora go simbi ngera naona kama kera
ya rita likira ngatora
29 of April
ndagete egwika 2027 gatoka nda chikura nyasaya na bana nchira ntumira na
lazima
ongorokie
tuachake
epare imogete igoro eruete taracha moja ekaugwa senta taracha mbili onyensi embera ngaki riete te igorari. I'll give you 1 million. Tukeri kensa bana.
Tuto diga
onyensi embera ngaki.
Yo chego rekode gente na igora sara mwigune million kwa
bana. Imogete kortara cha moja.
Sara mwigune 1 million.
Bana. Imogete taracha moja.
Onge million yem.
Kairuka. Egatacha. Ngai yari go chagatacha. Eta junction ya.
Yari go taje yari jakira kisi hotel go jimate ne eri nengwa ga.
Ekoiruka igore.
Tei.
Sa entagete mo evente tokerike. Toke document. We can even go to a lawyer. Yes. We can even go to a lawyer. Toke document.
Ego fly. Million.
Kanyara ya fly ngo kwa 1 million. Lakini renovation yega tika rogia it's exit
Gari.
No, ekekia mata ichienda. Ekeli renovation yali aro anybody can do a renovation. It can be done as a renovation.
Pare ne rote.
Omanyete egetinkero. So ebinto bina birina binta geta birabe tote abani aquí anye bigo chikoba. Tote abani ngambiro.
Idi ester mero ngara ro.
Egeti stadium. Ngakie koera.
Agaro kire go.
Asenkeroro. Kase garia ntomanyete. No comenta no bonyansi kebe egeti abeire. No ne rangio kama wote
mheshimiwa tabiri vetero seminde mbibira kidende teto ba dawo
ndio
mheshimiwa kirdo korera
akaratiga chi promise ngiri cyarweto
egatigu stadium
ngakore ruke
ke galiwe
ochai
ngete bana bintu biri kotagora SK ingurwerari getigeri kebekanane kebe expanded kebekanane
otagora bana okon bana nano ende toko yele bioskibiri
nguru sibe sangwa gajira
ongio kwa gacho
singo gacha bari getigeri ese conference banya gacha buye kebe to the standard
ogotagora ngori gokon no kwa gacha nyasi is not a big
tane siba kwa gacha mheshimiwa getigeri ba gegarei igetige kwa gacha standard
tigatoka nya standard
neji para
kebe kana nyayo sebe kana gere
nyayo
okay let's wait and see
getige suneka garwa dena bakira era neji para murai bensina dede
renovation egetikeria you can do anything na bako na menta karamu igote abenge getik to awara serie getik because it has been it has been existing
to ene Nyamira University
toko nyarora nyeganye
abana kuja waro somo tinyo nani
yo nan taliare ntoko ganya
5 months
toko beka
3 months too wow mheshimiwa toko ora siri tukolera kare bibidwera kinaro de ko kwana mono ko kuinga chapa sai babwa chikura nande batika mangano ne binyugwa no kwegentoko and then kwa berko kwanda igoro y'umwana munyaroka wena no ena bante bakaruta chira abana banyaroka inse ntoko koro tara arwa device ingoro kura aruna ne kazo kura kora mangana yo bano libaga ni ya mushimu kura kwanda ngengani
ya mbi amana asenge nje libaga nare ko ira libaga ri gote ya bagusi ba minto nga abagusi nto bwate responsibility ene na sebono asenge njo chikure cha 2027 nande twaro kiringa karo kenda kwa semeli goito kora se serikali yenye ase serikali ya Fredo Kengo Matiang'i ego twara gote ya bagusi babe nekerenge ketambe tatebi abana baito bari bakora gisukuru abasubati mbara batabwate ibande babwate ibande andekara babwate ibande babwate ekadi yekura erinde na intwe namba yaito erorekane andekara dochi waka chikura kero omonto ature omonto omwabo tetoka nga tubwate chikura milioni 2 abantu bachiwaka chikura milioni 1 o sakoliga limuna bano lo Nyanza ekina ikiaberete serikali ya maiga ya opposition abantu babwate chikadi lakini batali gotana bugose kochiwaka chikura so nekare ko kachikura na alto ni karejani because ne responsibility yaito wachole serikali engia asenge njoko semeri korenze ntobugata kwa semeri enchira tora imoke kwa semeri weito asenge njoko kubwatia abasae chikadi so ekinega nteke nemono tokate ya abantu koeta na nyandero ngonjo kanande Bomachoge nimbwate moroberi kugonjo kana Bomachoge rero na mambye asenge njoko sensitize abantu baito ngana nyanye chikura registration ego chikoera still into bwate hope asenge njo chobis che constituency njigo ire continuous registration nagendere so ya era ne enhanced bantu baweso kanga enhanced ko chikura cha elire bagendere ko bwata chikura bande to register as voters ikina kitoko ya bantu baito na abasaye baito na barabu to ko bagosema yasenge njo abasaye Kenya ngima bona ige bakweta moyo mano bari basomire bakode chikuru bwati degree chingia babwate ogosemeria konene batari konyora se bagoswa toko batebingo gosemeria kora serikali gocha bono kora serikali aso gosemeria korabe serikali ego chikorigereria nga kitoko to attract investors bache ba invest in this country na ende toligeri na toko improve existing institutions njiroro to develop investment to create job opportunities nande twarroberia basae okwerigeri chigasi chabo abanyene okwerika na gwechaka ebintu byabo so aina arutageta gukora sabasae mbawe so kwa moyo batwara gosemeri kwa mambi nga mambi nerororo chisemi chabo nchibakonye chiskiri chiri babwate nchibakonye na mambi nebe buya teko babuna rerere so aina atokate yabasae mbawe so kwa moyo maita basae kara bakura moyo nande bagoswa abono gotinda basa bakora ebintu bitari byo basemeria asenge njo mbaro chimambi ngane bwate kende lakini mambi ya Kenya ligerereti abasae na babo chako barai ba mambi na Kenya ingia ya mambi bategemea abasae barero
sio closing remark takem
ne closing remark ne nayo te ya Bomachoge ba minto simondi gerereti nga na bomba bwata sebirengere byane mono sana naende mona mombwate muno gosemeri kwina ase asogo suki Bomachoge motu ni ndororo ebirengere linda atwara asa Bomachoge ba minto nebinene naende na umura 10 esa gotoka nga macholeti onduso olympic gochia sobo chumbe na bora toke mwatugutire liba gali nene naende liabene mutanyare korikaba onduso no yoino onduso na mure komo isiko haiga na onduso na bwate ebirengere libia no kugani okuya asogo suki Bomachoge elina into create legacy abana baito bachakanyora asagia ase bakonyora bakomenya na kugenderia magima abo so Bomachoge mwebeke tayari na ndi mubwate chikura chinyingi na ndi mumanye nga 2027 ngo change toroko boko aina na gote ya Bomachoge so gosemelinko ndo buyambole mutu
ya ke Bomachoge ate tukora siditko lero bishimana tukwakire mbia sokonyali baga go just studio
asante sana
no bakoja because we have around 15 months edinde tumayo kwenda sobo chori ewono siasa gojibusia nechi kotindia sana because koika August tare 1 2027 tumajikurishira kwa tingi jabe tare 10 because they are not the second Tuesday of the of the 50 year ende inge tukorikana dia sebe katiba bado lakini nende igura stabiwa 27 igo asebono twakorere igaiga matuko tari manga tigarite by the way matuko tutigarite make sana around akero meto mwako gutwara 365 Mese komenta bawe karanga no 460 ga ujab na make by the way lakini nda semedi 15 etigarete ono ni mtafanya wa msiwedu turuwakira mheshimiwa campaign kole ni numara kole yara ndio ture neutral ni mtafanya wa muse wa Bomachoge Chache ni birugo binde asebona teto ko rani gotwarenge no mheshimiwa Zachary nduso kurwase oso lengete kuriye kero kya Bomachoge Chache otwerera mangana the state of economy Omogusii juja sense bochori na manganande ya msingi otwolya abasaye ne tome nande na ino ni murabe omonjoli ya sinsitu ya Kenya kwani hapa timu yengi mekaro yarawa na Joshua Uta na Frank Mayunga na Sara Nyarangi Ntita uyone kila kitu imekaa sawa sema biaboni gatumena nangyo somo rubeta brigwa show tukwana mange na leta ati waraba usibona botamberiane Brighton Makori.
Thank you.